Our first hunt for Claim Your Trophy TV was actually up with Kellen out of Borderline Adventures in northern Minnesota for a bear hunt in 2012. 2011 was the first year I'd ever hunted with Kellen, and the first year I'd ever actually gone on an outfitted hunt and a bear hunt. Killing a bear on the third day definitely set the stage for 2012 when I drew another tag, and I was bringing up a professional cameraman and good friend, Nick Swanson, to capture everything on film. We traveled up there with pretty high expectations given the year before and given Kellen's track record. I think for any bear hunter, the first time going into the stand can be exciting. It can be adrenaline rush. You're going into a new area. Typically in the Midwest, you're going to hunt an area where it's going to be thick. You're just going to kind of come in there and the bait's going to be right in front of you, and your stand location's going to be right there. So going in there, knowing that Kellen had went in there a couple weeks earlier and set up a ground blind for us, our adrenaline was pumping going in there. I mean, it's definitely thick. You knew the bears were there. Typically the bears don't travel too far from the bait, so we're expecting to have them close to us.
You know, again, be patient, especially if you're an archer hunter. Be patient. Wait for that front leg to go forward to open up the largest amount of kill area that you possibly can. And then when you're comfortable with it and the animal's comfortable, you know, release the arrow.
Let her fly.
And the other thing is, like last year when you were up here, you know, sit there, don't run out of the stand, out of the blind or out of the stand right away. Wait, listen through the animal, figure out what direction it went, try to pick out landmarks. Because if the animal doesn't expire right away where you last heard it, it's going to wind up wandering off, and I need to, as a tracker, I need to find out what direction it went, where you last heard it, so on and so forth. So I tell all the clients just to stay in the stand, listen for the animal. A lot of times, if it's a lethal shot, you'll hear the animal moan. They call it a death moan.
Right.
Very, very distinctive. When that animal lets it out, it'll send the hair in the back of your neck standing right up on end. And again, try to identify where that moan is coming from. So when you finally decide to climb down, which usually should be like about a half hour or so,
right.
Climb down to your stand, come back, get me. We'll go back. You know, we'll give the animal enough time to expire so we don't push it. And we'll go back and we'll track it and hopefully find it right away.
Gosh, that death moan, I've never heard that, and I think I was too excited last year after shooting with the shotgun. But yeah. I've heard that's just like you said, it's a crazy sight.
Claim Your Trophy Television is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Lock and Load Hunting Blinds, manufactured and built with pride in the USA. Vortex Optics, the force of optics. Patax IGA, proudly serving the Prescott area for over 100 years. Also brought to you by Solar Sportsman, Uncle Kurt's Deer Mineral, Sakura's Taxidermy, and Agent Dave French of Weiss Realty.
Hey Stewie, did you hear what happened last fall to Buck?
Well no, Steve. What happened?
Some hunter turned him into Patax IGA maple sticks.
I sure hope I don't get turned into maple sticks this fall.
Yeah, he's not slowing down either. I haven't seen Daisy in over a week.
They're so good. I think I've ate about a pound of these so far. Patax does a great job of processing our meat.
Patax IGA, proudly serving western Wisconsin for over 100 years.
With a custom solar installation from All Energy Solar,
you can lock in energy rates and start on the path to decades of energy savings. Plug in to the new standard of electricity with solar and make a real difference for your home, the environment, and the future. With a solar installation, you'll purchase a channel to the free, unlimited, and clean energy of the sun. Start on the path to energy savings today by contacting All Energy Solar or visiting allenergysolar.com.
Dropped us off. It's about low 80 degrees right now. Took a four-wheeler for about a 15-minute ride. Walked in about 300-400 yards, and we're finally in the spot. It is unbelievably thick in here. It's about 18 yards to the bait, and we're ready to rock. It's been a drought this year, so the bait has been getting hit hard. Kellen put two big loads down there with some apples, so we're ready to rock. Well, it's about 5 after 6. Been sitting here for a little over 2 hours now. It's definitely starting to cool down. Kellen said that typically the bears are coming in between 5:30 and 6:30. So we're hoping they stay true to that. Yeah, I think we're both pretty tired. We got up late last night and Nick just took a little nap. I'm about to do the same thing. It's night 3. It's about 5 o'clock. It's really warm today. I think it reached into the 90s. We decided to sit until about noon today, and then not come back out until about 4:15. We had a bear come right through camp today. It was pretty exciting. Like I said, got in here about 4:15. We're gonna try to sit till about dark. It gets dark about 8:15. See what happens, but it is warm. We walk down in shorts and t-shirts. Hopefully it's gonna cool down here. Kellen's gonna come down with some more bait, freshen it up. Bait was hit last night. We hope we can catch him again.
Planning, scouting, and marksmanship only get you so far. Successful hunting is about giving yourself the right opportunity. And the best opportunity isn't always at your stationary stand. But that's where Traveling Tower has your solution. It's simple, mobile, and sets up in minutes. ATV, UTV, or pickup. In any situation, location becomes your ally. Give yourself the best opportunity, wherever that may be. Find out more at travelingtower.com. Traveling Tower and Lock and Load present the 4x4 hunting blind with 4 sides that easily slide together and lock in place. Insulated with a 1-inch poly R11 equivalent foam. Made with recycled plastic and aluminum walls, making it non-corrosive. With each side weighing 18 pounds, one person can set it up in less than 2 minutes without tools. With a solid weatherproof roof, the 4x4 comfortably accommodates one person, gear, and a comfortable chair. making it a perfect addition for your hunting arsenal.
Day 3, we're back in the same spot. A little bit warmer temperatures today, mid-70s to high 70s. We got about a 4.5 hour sit in front of us here. We sat for 5.5 hours this morning in this spot. We know there's at least 3 bears coming into this bait. We just gotta sit here and wait for them. The bait was hit last night by that big bear, so we're gonna sit tight here today. And we did have one spotting yesterday at about 7:30 last night, so we're gonna sit tight here and hopefully we see him again tonight. Don't move. Just circle on the bed. Don't move, don't move. Here he is right here. Come on, come back, come back. He's walking off. It's a big bear. He wanted to come into the bed. He knew something was up. Just had the encounter with the big one that's been coming in. Came in behind the bait. And then the wind started swirling and he made a big circle. Ended up about 10 yards right underneath us. Of course I couldn't get around. It's in the brush. Kind of meandered off into there, into the thick stuff. We don't know if he's... Yeah, he smelled us. We don't know if he saw us or spooked or what. It's just a big bear. We still got plenty of time left. Hopefully he comes back in. About 20 yards. He's walking away though. Don't move, just stay put. Coming at us. Should I stand up? I'm on him whenever you're ready. I'm ready. I'm on him. I'm ready whenever you are. Yeah, I'm on him.
booked a black bear in Minnesota. Holy cow, it's been incredible. We haven't heard the death moan. Ran off into the bushes back there. The shot looked good, but it wasn't a pass-through. I had to stick it right across the front shoulder. I had to stick the opposite side shoulder. Was that exciting or what? We had bears. I think there was 2 bears. So we had a really nice bear come in at about 5:30 right behind the bait. Nick spotted him. We got all ready, but he was real skittish. Kind of half circled to our left, then half circled to our right. We had swirling winds. We didn't know what was going on. We don't know if he spooked or what. He comes up to this real thick brush behind us, ends up 10 yards below our tree. Bow and arrow. I couldn't turn on him. Nick couldn't get on him. It just, with the gun, it would have been a done deal. But this is what we have to go through, the bow and arrow and a camera. But anywho, we see him kind of walk off. I don't know, half an hour later, Nick spots another bear to our right, a little bit smaller of a bear. Comes down, works his way down here, stops in here. I spot a bear behind us, which I think was that bigger bear. He works that way, and after he works off this bear, walks right back into the bait, tests out the bait. You could tell something was going on. So we had to take a shot at him. He was quartering away. I don't feel like I could have placed that shot any better. The only thing I'm worried about is if I led too far forward and hit the back part of the front shoulder on his right side. But that's what we practice for. I think I've shot my bow, I don't know, 10,000 times the last 3 months just for that shot. It's the first black bear I've ever shot with a bow.
What's my land worth? All realtors are the same, right? Wrong. Whether you're looking to buy or sell hunting or farmland in western Wisconsin, partner with a local land expert that knows the market and can get answers to your tough questions. Not all land is created equal, and the same goes for real estate agents. Contact Dave French of Weiss Realty to realize your land ownership and sales goals. He's got the right tools to get you off the beaten path. Join the hunt.
Well, we reviewed the footage. Looks like a perfect shot. The penetration isn't there, but I think we hit the opposite side shoulder, which kept it from going all the way through. We're gonna sneak out of here, just go check the bait, see if they're how good of blood we have right there, and then sneak out of here and go meet up with Kellen. We shot him at about 6:45, so we'll probably come back here 8:45-ish type of thing after dark. But it looks great. We didn't hear the death moan, but that was an unbelievable hunt.
Woohoo! I like big bears and I cannot lie. I don't know any other words on it.
All the hunters can't get 9.
When a big black bear walks in with a giant
hind end,
I get excited!
easy, come on, right?
Well, obviously.
We just decided to come back early.
Imagine
I was hungry.
We were pretty hungry.
sounds like something was probably a little bit more hungry than you guys probably were.
I came in and Nick spotted him about 10 yards behind the bait, and he started working his way in, and then he did a half circle to our left, and then he did a half circle to our right, but he ended in that thick brush about 10 yards below our tree. Okay. And he had a big hind end on him, you know, but I couldn't get turned on with the gun. He would have dropped right there. Right. And then he turned and kind of walked off to our right, or to my right, and then to the west, and then all of a sudden Nick spotted another bear kind of up in that opening clear cut area coming down, and then he came down and worked his way around, and then I spotted, I think that bigger bear made another loop. Okay. But it could have been 3 bears. I mean, they were everywhere we looked. It was like black moving through the brush. And then finally, I mean, it looks like a decent bear. He came in and it was just like, okay, this is it. And I drew back, and I think he got stung by a bee or something, and kind of jumped back and was quartering away from us, and it looked like he was going to walk away. So I put one right in there, and I think we hit the opposite side shoulder. Okay. And then when he jumped and took his first leap, he pushed it out because it didn't look like the best penetration.
Okay.
But the arrow, you could see the arrow laying in the trail like 10 yards from where we hit him.
That's probably a good idea. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and look at, like you said, we'll look at the footage.
Right.
We'll take a look at, we'll give that bear some time to sit back and relax and, you know, expire before we go down there, because obviously we don't want to push it.
Right.
So we'll take a look at the footage and we'll make a determination what we want to do. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. I hope we
job.
find this bear. That was, I can't believe how exciting that hunt was.
Absolutely.
Well, we tracked him probably a good 40, 50 yards. Oh, yeah. We got good blood now, but the arrow only penetrated about 6 inches, so it's a little bit scary out here. We're going through some pretty thick brush, so
yeah, it's getting dark.
And it's getting really dark, so we're gonna sneak out of here and come back first thing, first light. Okay, it's the next morning. We're back in the spot. The bait's right behind me where we shot him. We brought the reinforcements. We brought Kellen and Tim. Tim's a Marine, so hopefully that helps us. But we're going to jump back on this trail. We put some ribbon out last night. We're going to get back on the trail and see if we can't recover them.
For the branches here. And
well, I don't really know where to start here. There's 4 of us out looking. We started at about 7:30. We didn't get back here till after 1. On the hands and knees for about a mile, tracking them. Came across a good 6 to 8 different beds that it went down and bled pretty well at. Just really a high and low day. We thought we'd find them and never really came across them. We finally hit some water, a little river that we think he crossed, and we searched each side of the banks for probably 2 to 3 hours. So no luck there, but we came back, grabbed some lunch, and we're gonna head back out now. We got a couple more hours of daylight, so I don't know. Fingers crossed. We're just hoping to come across them.